Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. If you are a fan of the show I am talking about today, I would bet my life savings on the fact that you have had questions along the way. Yellowjackets is a psychological mystery thriller that premiered on Showtime in 2021. As time went on, many fans took to the streets of Reddit to discuss their favourite show, and within no time, the theorising began. Fans were determined to uncover the secrets to so many mysteries in the story, and there was one person that made a theory more successful than all the others. This is the Yellowjackets mining theory. Now, it goes without saying that spoilers for Yellowjackets will be present in this video, so unless you're all caught up or don't mind getting spoilers and living on the wild side of life, the wilderness has chosen you to hit the like button and add this to your watch later playlist. Okay, with those sacrifices gone, it's time for the wilderness to give us a gift. I told you survivors about the mining theory. This first part of the theory is fully credited to Reddit user Boar Leaf Clover. So, you know that symbol that we keep seeing almost every single episode? This Reddit user actually theorized that the symbol does have meaning and they have figured it out, or they think they have figured it out at least. And this theory suggests that the symbol is a placement for an entry to a secret and or hidden mine shaft. The circle supposedly symbolizes the sun. The triangle and the lines symbolize overlapping mountains, with the hook on the bottom of the triangle symbolizing the mine shaft itself. They then go on to suggest that the skeleton, or what has become lovingly known as Cabin Daddy, was in fact the owner of these mines, and he carved the symbols into those trees so he knew the entrances and or where valuable minerals were located. This was likely an illegal mining operation, so the government would have no idea where this location is. A last point to make from this theory is that the user suggests that in Season 1, Episode 7, when the girls are attempting to hike back to civilization, they come across a river that is kind of red, and they discuss what's going on with this river. This user on Reddit actually suggests that this is runoff from a now defunct mining operation. Now that you've taken that part in, we're going to take things to the next level. Inspired by that user's theory, another user decided to give it a go building off of it. Full credit for this theory goes to Reddit user Just a Guy in Queens. And this theory is now widely the most accepted and popularized theory within the Yellowjackets fanbase. This theory is first centered on something called cinnabar. Not cinnabon, cinnabar. Cinnabar is a red mineral that contains mercury and has been used as a pigment and in other symbolic activities. As stated there in the definition, this mineral contains oxidized mercury and that is used in many industrial processes. However, here's the catch. These industrial processes are highly regulated, and as a result, there is a boom in the black market for artisanal mining. We're now going to talk about the location of the Yellowjackets crash site. While, as of Season 3, Episode 4, we do not know where the Yellowjackets team's plane went down, we do know that the plane did divert into the Canadian Rockies at one point due to a flight path change, and its destination was in fact Seattle, travelling from New Jersey. This user then goes on to point out that there is a supermine site in eastern British Columbia, which is just slightly north of Montana, which is indeed geographically the state to the right of Seattle. With that in mind, we're going to jump back to the symbol now. So with the theory that the hook shape at the bottom of the symbol is the mine shaft, this user then goes on to show us the alchemical symbol of cinnabar. It has a striking resemblance to the hook. The alchemical symbol for crystal also looks very similar to the hook, and some form of mashup could quite well make up the hook. And you guessed it, cinnabar is found in crystal form. Whether or not there's some link to the character Crystal, who was introduced in Season 2 and killed, I do actually have a theory on that, but I'll save that one for another day. If you want to hear that one, please let me know, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Okay, back to the minerals now, and just as I discussed earlier, cinnabar is abundant with a little something called mercury. If you know anything about mercury, then you're probably starting to piece together where this is going. When cinnabar is refined, toxic mercury runoff is produced. This can lead to people contracting mercury poisoning. Quite often with mercury poisoning, it can lead to effects known as erethism. It's more commonly known as the Mad Hatter syndrome. The effects of this include nervousness and irritability, weakness in muscles, poor mental function, changes in mood, changes in sensation, and changes in personality. We're now going to talk about the famous bear scene from Season 1 and how mercury poisoning has actually been known to affect predatory animals too. With the loss of mental function and weakened muscle, the bear could have easily taken a drink from one of those rivers with the mercury runoff, and that would explain how it stumbled onto the Yellowjackets, seeming almost incapable of standing up. With the bear dead and now on the menu for the Yellowjackets, the girls have now eaten the bear meat, which has exposed them to higher levels of mercury than they had before, which was just through the air. This point is quite often discussed as a turning point in the story where things start to gradually snowball into even more chaos, and this theory could actually tie together a lot of the questions we've all been asking. While we know things were absolutely horrific out there in the Canadian wilderness, maybe things might have been even worse than we realise. With mercury poisoning taking over the mind of these already starving and malnutritioned girls, the reality of what is happening out there might have been even worse than the show is letting on. I'm going to add a little something of my own here. A lot of fans have been talking about how odd and strange the yellow filter in Season 3 has been, and it's been very intriguing. A quick Google search and I found out that another symptom of mercury poisoning is yellowing of the eyes. This could explain the yellow filter of the Season 3 90s timeline. And that, my friends, is the Yellowjackets mining theory. I remember when I heard this one for the first time and my mind was absolutely blown, and I hope yours is too. Once again, I want to give a shout out to the Reddit users Ballleaf Clover and Just a Guy in Queens for their remarkable theories that made this video possible. With an ever-growing fan base for Yellowjackets, more and more theories are published every day, so let me know if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more videos about theories from Yellowjackets. I do have a goal of 1,000 subscribers, so please help me out by subscribing and hitting that like button to help me with the YouTube algorithm. Think of it as an offering to the wilderness. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Yellowjackets is truly an incredible show, and I feel fortunate to be a fan of it, and I can't wait to see how everything else unfolds. But until then, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. But until next time, I've been Tom, you've been super. Good night.